Welcome to the Overheated Garage. I'm feeling extra motivated today. We are going to make a list of parts, interior parts, that I need on my 1991 Trans Am Samantha. So I've got my handy dandy notebook. Let's head on out to the Trans Am, and you're coming with me. Alright, so overall, the interior is in pretty good shape. You can tell right off the bat, I'm going to need to track down a lid cover for my center console. Center console lid. I have an aftermarket CD player, and I would absolutely love to get the correct stereo for this year Trans Am from 1991. I want the cassette player back in this thing. Cassette player. My dashboard map holder pouch thingy, I don't really know what they call this. It's kind of been stretched out. Maybe I'll try to track one of those down. This steering wheel, the camera makes it look much better than it actually is. If I pull this cover off. Oh no. Yeah, it's all chewed up. And the airbag's warped. These are cracked up pretty bad. I think they're just called seatbelt sleeves. I could probably find something in better condition. And it's not something you can see, but this speaker is blown, so I'm gonna need new front speakers. And somebody so crudely placed circular speakers where there should be a 6x9, so I could either get the proper bracket for it, or I can just go ahead and get the 6x9 speakers. This plastic piece for the seatbelt is supposed to attach up here. One, it's the wrong color. I've converted the roof to a black color instead of the gray. So we're gonna have to get the correct color, and plus the other side's cracked even worse. So we'll get new ones of these. I don't know what these are called. Check this out, guys. I was so excited when I got these door panels because they are in absolutely mint condition. But I bought the wrong ones. This is for a manual crank window, and this would be for the manual mirror adjustments. I don't want to track down new door panels. I think I'm going to take the cheap and easy way out and simply just throw something over this, maybe like a Trans Am patch or something. And I need some new door sills. I think that about covers everything I need up here. Let's check out what I need back there. Alright, I'm missing my T-top bag. And everything's pretty complete back here. Maybe I could pick up a new one of these plastic screws? Okay, I know I said only interior stuff, but I do want to order one exterior piece. It's the ground effects for my front fenders. They're missing on both sides, and I would like to get this car painted in the near future. So I'm going to see if I can find these. Alright, so I'm online now looking for parts. My first instinct was to find a pull-apart. When I went to their website, you could put in the car that you're looking for. They didn't have any third-generation F-bodies at all, let alone a 91 Firebird. So that led me to hawksmotorsports.com. I've ordered from these guys before. I've been pretty happy in the past. What I found here was the center console lid, that little gray screw, door sills, the front fender ground effects, the T-top bag, the seatbelt sleeves. I'm going to pick up some seatbelt shoulder guides. And this thing, I didn't know the name of it when I was picking it out, but it's called the seatbelt headliner upper trim. And as you can see, the stuff ain't cheap. The situation I ran into with the center console lid, it's really something more specific to a later model Firebird. It's not the same one that goes in the Camaro. The parts that are specific for my year, my model car, they're harder to find. The ones that you do find, say on eBay, for example, they're not much cheaper, unfortunately, and they're not in nearly as good a condition. The hardest part to track down, used anyway, were these front fender ground effects. They're just hard to come by. They literally only put them on 1991 and 92 Firebirds, and that's it. It wasn't on any other F-body. And then what I'm going to get from Amazon, those patches that I was talking about to cover the holes in the doors. And I'm also going to get the speakers here, and I decided to get a Grant steering wheel. I really wanted to track down a decent enough stock steering wheel for my car, but I couldn't find one in good enough condition at a reasonable enough price. I did call Hawks Motorsports, and I spoke to a lady there, and she was super nice, but they basically just didn't have anything in stock. And then from there, probably the part I'm most excited about is the stereo system. I found this website, mnrelectronics.com, and they have exactly what I need. It's for my car. It's the correct year, and they have it in stock. I ended up calling them, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. The guy was less than pleasant. Let's just put it that way. He almost sounded like grumpy that I was even calling him, but he did confirm that this is the stereo for my car. This is numbers correct and everything. So I'm getting my original cassette player back in the car. Everything works, and it's going to have a 1-year warranty. This is probably the door sills. Not too happy about that.
Was that not in the pictures?
No, it's just supposed to be brand new. And it looks...
punctured.
This is the T-top bag. It's got green on it.
Well, that's not supposed to be brand new.
This is not supposed to be brand new. It's also the wrong one. But it's better than nothing. It smells like ass.
Ooh. Want some Febreze? Or you just gonna air it out?
It stinks. This needs to be aired out. It smells like mildew. There's the seatbelt sleeves, seatbelt guides. This is the new fender pieces for the side that's missing.
Okay.
So there's a couple problems with my order. This one probably being the most prevalent. This is the center console lid. They had it wrapped up in the T-top bag against some metal clips, and it's left indents. This one's a little bit tougher to see in the camera, but it's there. This one's obvious. And furthermore, the T-top bag that they wrapped it in, no exaggeration, this thing smells like straight mildew. It has stunk up my entire garage. It's actually in really good condition. I'm not mad about the condition. It just stinks. Also, second problem, they sent me the wrong one. This is the pouch style. It has the Velcro, and the T-tops slide in through the bottom here. This is not the one I ordered. The picture on their website clearly shows the one that has the zippers going around the side. That's the one that's proper for this year vehicle. That's the one I used to have, and that's the one I want. Now, I could understand them not sending me the specific product that's in the image, but they should have sent me the same model. Alright, here's the front fender ground effects that I ordered. They were brand spanking new, reproduction. I already found a problem with them. The one that's supposed to go on the driver's side is here. The one that's supposed to go on the passenger side is here. As you can see, there's these little inserts. They're different sizes. Unfortunately, this size is incorrect. I cannot get this to fit in properly. This side's fine. I took a closer look at it. I mean, judge for yourself. It looks like somebody came in and actually cut this one to make it fit correctly, whereas this one has not been cut yet. I know I may be splitting hairs here, but you just don't expect for it not to fit properly when you're buying a brand new item. Look what just got here. This stereo from M&R Electronics. This thing looks like it's in fantastic condition. Wow. I mean, it almost looks new.
Unfortunately for Chris, the stereo did not operate like new. After spending many hours and many failed attempts, it had been determined that the stereo was in fact defective.
Alright, here's the boxes that I have to ship back. Unfortunately, that radio I was super excited about, that's in this box. That's headed back to M&R Electronics. It seems to be defective. I can't get the left rear speaker to produce any sound. I did a million tests. It really seems to be the radio is defective. And then this box down here, The center console lid and the T-Tops bag are headed back to Hawks Motorsports. Now, having said that, M&R Electronics, I got them on the phone. They were surprisingly condescending to me. Borderline rude. They will not cover the shipping back. Now, I've told them, look, I get it. It may not be defective. They may do their own tests and say, this thing's fine. In that scenario, I could totally understand for paying for the shipping myself. But if it is the case that this thing is defective, they still said they will not cover the shipping back. The guy at M&R Electronics, this is the analogy he literally used to me. First of all, he told me, well, that's the cost of doing business online. And I said, well, no, it isn't, because Hawks is doing the right thing. Amazon always does the right thing. Plenty of online stores do the right thing. And then he said, well, here's an analogy for you. Well, if you get a faulty refrigerator from Best Buy and you have to return it, does Best Buy pay for your gasoline? You can come to your own opinion about that. To me, if you send me a defective product, I'm already unhappy that it's defective. At least take care of me, pay for the shipping back, and let's get this done. I shouldn't have to pay. I didn't ask for you to send me a defective radio. You did that. And that's okay. That happens sometimes, but take care of me. I'm not happy about this one. Hawks, on the other hand, I got them on the phone. They were unbelievably understanding. They were totally cool with everything. They are paying for the shipping back to them 100%, and we're good to go. I'm very happy with the way that they've treated me. And again, these things happen. I get it. And they took care of me. So what am I supposed to say? That's great.
I was really happy when my package arrived with the new parts from Hawks Motorsports. The center console was packaged by itself, so there was absolutely no damage to it. I ended up returning that stinky old T-top bag and getting a reproduction one. They sell them on the site for $150. And when I talked to the sales rep at Hawks Motorsports, they acknowledged that the front fender ground effects were in fact effective, but all they were really going to do was cut it like I had described. So I figured rather than returning them, I'll just handle it myself. So thumbs up for Hawks Motorsports. Now on to M&R Electronics. Unfortunately, my package had originally gotten lost. The package was missing for about 2 weeks, and it took almost an entire month for it even to get back to their facility. Now that's no fault on them, but when the stereo had arrived, they did in fact determine that it was defective. They didn't give me the specific details, but they did fix it and they did send it back. And again, I called them just to double confirm that I would have to pay for the shipping. So in the end, they did send me a defective product and they determined it to be defective themselves. And they did make me pay for shipping to send it back for them. And it delayed my project an entire month. So M&R Electronics. And that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this video, please share it with a friend. Click that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.